Run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em. Yeah, just run 'em. I'm on the mezzanine, I go so hard just to fuck up my enemies. Don't need revenge when success is the remedy. Ain't for the top, I'ma do 'em like Kennedy. Mixing champagne with their Hennessy, they falling off, all these niggas is winning leads. Life gave me limits, I came out with simply. Look, I don't associate, no we can't congregate. Focus like number 8, my shit is infinite. Move out the trauma, my therapist healing it, Know that you feeling it, I'm just too in with this, Came with the bass and I'm slapping you niggas, I feel like I'm willing this, Look, ducking the fuck shit, kill them all at the top of my bucket list. None of you hoes on my fucking list. I go so hard when I come like this, Look, yeah, I go hard and I run up the numbers. Grinding the winter to fuck up the summer. Telling you niggas beware that I'm coming. Tell me, from the bottom, now stepping on their necks. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yen, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the day. Mezzanine is on the day. Tell me, from the bottom, now stepping on their necks. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yen, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the day. Mezzanine is on the day. Tell them that I'm coming like who I've been coming. Numbers I've been running, I've been up to something. Never run from nothing, gotta keep it jumping. Make sure these niggas is bumping my shit, I go too hard on the bitch, Used to be late on the rent, Used to make dollars and cents, Now all the figures are 6, bitch. Yeah, tell them other rap niggas better keep quiet. When they got a piece, guess a nigga get violent. Always got mine, guess a nigga come try it. Yeah, stepping away from the bottom feeders. It just me on my album, don't need a feature. Couldn't walk in my shoes, not a kilometer, not a centimeter, bitch. Tell me from the bottom, now stepping on their neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yen, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the day. Mezzanine is on the day. Tell me from the bottom, now stepping on their neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yen, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the day. Mezzanine is on the day.
Look, baby, I'm way too high to be worried about what a nigga say about me. I'm way too fly to be coming down, dishing out game for the free. I'm way too fine not to go and run the numbers up and hit them with a fee. You way too dry to be hitting on the dripping nigga who they wanna be. I'm ran up my partners, I'm too activated now. They know that I'm popping, I ain't had to say it now. I've been out here living, let them actors play around. She gon' let me rub it, flip it, smack it, lay it down. Big racks on the line, fuck beefing with a bum. Yapping on the gram, he ain't eating on the crumb. Fucking with a stepper, baby, you know how to play it. I don't speak a lot, but I just mean it when I say it. You another threat, I got the game face on. Even though you greet me with your stank face on. Nigga, quit the capping with your gangbang song. You ain't never hit the block and take place on. Moving with the mission, had to cancel out the clutter. Quarantine clean, two-stepping in the gutter. Throw them foes up for the #1 stunner. Hit the low side, had to tap in with the brothers. I'm way too high to be worried about what a nigga say about me. I'm way too fly to be coming down, dishing out game for the free. I'm way too fine not to go and run the numbers up and hit them with a fee. You way too dry to be hating on that drippin' nigga who they wanna be. I'm ran up my niggas, I be Diddy poppin' now. Here for the week, I got the city poppin' now. We done heard it all, tell them they ain't saying nothing. You can't put the money down, we ain't even coming. Phone line from the couch. Got a toe touching, put a fold in your spouse. I ain't stressing nothing, ho, you know what I'm about. Nappy headed nigga with the gold in the mouth. Headed to the crib, made a stop for the goose. Beat it from the bike, tryna knock something loose. Hit it from the side, rap game, right hook. Niggas talk bigger than they real life look. Player of the year, ho, I'm really in the field. With the gang, talking about the dividend, yeah. So they wanna work, getting smacked with the fees. Sliding through the side with the max in the G's. I'm way too high to be worried about what a nigga say about me. I'm way too fly to be coming down, dishing out game for the free. I'm way too fine not to go and run the numbers up and hit them with a fee. You way too dry to be hating on the dripping nigga who they wanna be. I'm way too.
Nowadays the pain follow me, deal with trauma privately. I don't wanna be a burden, I handle things defiantly. Spent a decade searching for a higher power guiding me. Figured out that faith is not up there, that it's inside of me. Act with execution, what's a plan with zero action? Faced with bad habits, knowing it's a magnet to my imbalance. Love it is double or nothing. You ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Mega, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', peep the medallion. Pull your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big.
And I just got my hair cut and this shit already growing back. Anyway, what's going on? It's your boy Big Dog Barking. Back in with another live, you know what I'm saying? I ain't did nothing in my computer for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I said, let me get back in. I'm gonna alternate verticals and horizontals, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, trying things out, trying to see what work, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all know me, y'all know that I do what I do and I do it when I do it. So again, it is what it is. But I like to welcome everybody in the building, you know what I'm saying? I like to welcome y'all in. Hope y'all enjoy yourself, you know what I'm saying? Kick your feet up, roll your blunt up, you know what I'm saying? Pull up, do whatever floats your boat, gonna do. Cause I'm gonna drop the link because for the second part about do men control what women wear. I am gonna drop the link for that part of the conversation, but I'm gonna say what I have to say about the whole Carmelo Anthony Austin Metcalf debacle, tragedy, whatever you want to call it. Self-defense, deletion, call it what you want to call it. I'm gonna call it like I see it. All right. Now, for those that know me, know I used to coach basketball. I've said it so many times. I done coached basketball. And I done been on the sidelines. I done been in the bleachers at basketball games. I done been on the sideline and bleachers at football games. You know what I'm saying? I've been at baseball games. I've been at track meets. My daughter used to run track in middle school. My son ran track for a little bit before the pandemic started. And I got two nephews that run track now. So I be at track meets. This is what I'm going to say. And y'all can hate it. Y'all can like it. Whatever the case may be. But this is just me coming from where I come from and seeing the things I see at these sporting events. So, according to details, according to statements and witnesses and all that right there, I'm just going off what I'm hearing. I don't know. I'm just going off what I'm hearing. Carmelo Anthony for some odd reason, ran under the tent of Austin Metcalf. Now I can't remember. I think it's Memorial High School. Don't have me lie to you. Don't have me lie to you talking about the schools. But I know what I'm hearing is that Carmelo Anthony went under the tent of Austin Metcalf School. Now, my sister-in-law husband, he's a track coach. He's an assistant coach at one of the bigger high schools in Memphis, and he has his own track team that travels out of town and shit like that. So when I'm hearing Carmelo Anthony hop his happy jackass up on the Austin Metcalf tent at a track meet, I'm already knowing is that, hey, bro, if you're not on the team, you ain't supposed to be over here. If you're not on my team, if you're not my teammate, you're not supposed to be over here. And you got to move. This is just what I know as a coach. It's like you're not supposed to be on my bench around my players, whether you're a spectator or the opposition. I'm not going to let you do it as a coach. Now, before the game, y'all want to chit-chat, whatever the case may be, have at it. After the game, y'all want to chit-chat or do whatever, have at it. But 30 minutes before a game, 30 minutes before a game, don't sit nowhere near my players. It ain't nothing for us to talk about till after the game. So, just me being in the positions I've been in, when it comes down to coaching, I'm not gonna let you be on my bench. I'm not gonna let you be under my tent. I'm not gonna do it. But it is what it is. Some people say be a little empathetic, be sympathetic for the fact it was raining. It was bad weather and all that right there. All right, cool. It's bad weather. How long do you want me to let you sit under my tent when you're the opposition because it's raining? I know for a fact you got a tent. If you're one of the athletes, if you're one of the track athletes, I know your school is here, and I'm pretty sure they got a tent. Why you don't go up your team? Why you up under my team? Now, that's the premise. He's in your house. Now, while being inside Austin Metcalf house, he tells Austin Metcalf and his team, I'm not moving. And if you put your hands on me, it's going to be problems. I don't know how many of you guys out there that got a house of your own, that got by yourself, got a wife and kids, whatever the case may be. But how many of you guys is going to let a stranger come inside your house and tell you, the owner of the house, I'm not going nowhere and there's nothing you can do about it? Now, me, myself, you got me fucked up. You're not going to come in my house unless I invite you in my house, and when it's time for you to roll, it's time for you to roll. And I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that feel the same way I feel about this situation. Just off being in the house. You're not going to come in my house and tell me I can't put you out. The funny thing about that is My mother-in-law has a bad habit of doing that shit. When I be in my car, you know, she want to ride me and my wife somewhere. She get to run her motherfucking mouth and shit like that. She come inside my house, want to talk stupid and shit like that. And I'm saying, well, you can't get out of my house. You can't get out of my house. And she be like, I ain't got to go nowhere. I ain't got to go nowhere. I ain't got to go nowhere. Just follow the breadcrumbs on where I'm going. So as a man, and another man that ran inside my house and gonna tell me I ain't going nowhere, and if you try to get me out, it's gonna be a problem. That by itself gonna make me do something to you. That by itself gonna say, hey, bro, I'm asking you nicely to move, and you being defiant. Now, I'm just going off details, because when it first came out about the whole situation, I was hearing that Carmelo Anthony was 5'2", 140, 130 pounds, a little bit of nigga. This is what I'm hearing. But as the details start coming out, he wasn't no little bit of nigga. He was about 5'11", 170, 180 pounds, can bench press 200. Played safety for his football team. You not no little bit of nigga. Austin Metcalf about 6'1", 6'2", 200-some pounds. Played outside linebacker. These are not no little boys. These are damn near grown men. They in their grown man bodies. And from what I'm hearing, both of them had a chance to go to Power 5 schools. Carmelo Anthony wasn't no little bitty nigga fighting this big white boy. Even though that's what people want to say. But like I said, I wasn't going to say shit till I got more information. So, I got Carmelo Anthony under my tent telling me he ain't going to move and you can't do nothing about it. Austin Metcalf was like, all right, bro, it's time for you to move. Austin Metcalf put his hands on him, allegedly, from what I'm hearing. That wasn't good enough for Carmelo Anthony to, quote unquote, defend himself. He goes on to say, punch me and see what happens. So again, this is what a lot of us black people are trying to erase from what happened, is that Carmelo Anthony was instigating the fight. Carmelo Anthony, 17, young black man that had a 3.5, 3.7 grade point average, living in an affluent neighborhood in Texas. One, ran under an opposing team's tent at a track meet. That's a violation. And two, gonna tell the team there's nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna sit here. And three, telling them, put your hands on me and find out. Austin Metcalf put his hands on, he ain't do nothing. He turned around and say, punch me and see what happens. So I guess Austin Metcalf obliged. He punched him. Now this is where the whole stand your ground, self-defense shit come in. I'm hearing he punched him. I'm hearing he grabbed him. I'm hearing all types of different shit. I don't know. I stay in Tennessee. I don't stay in Texas. I don't know what Texas laws is. I know what Tennessee laws is. So after the second initial interaction, and I'm just going off police statements, what witnesses have said, Carmelo Anthony reached inside his backpack, What's going on? What's going on? Carmelo Anthony reached inside his backpack. The knife wasn't in his pocket. The knife was in his backpack. And according to statements, it was a 3.5-inch blade. That's about, let me see, what that is, about yay big, something like that. I guess I'm guesstimating. 3.5-inch blade out his backpack. Now I don't know what type of knife it was. I don't know if it was a Swiss Army knife, a pocket knife, whatever, kitchen. I don't know. All I know it was a knife. Now, from what I'm hearing, it's not against the law for a teenager to have that type of knife. You stay in Texas, you know, there's a lot of hunting and fishing and shit like that. So, yeah, it's like your everyday attire. This little bitty 3.5-inch pocket knife. He goes inside his backpack to get the pocket knife and plunge it into Austin Metcalf's chest and runs. Austin Metcalf passed away in his twin brother arms. Now, according to statements, according to police reports and shit like that, the police that was at the track meet hawked down Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo Anthony proceeds to tell the police officers, I told him not to put his hands on me. He's giving all these statements. I told him not to put his hands on me. I told him not to put his hands on me. Is he all right? Here's the kicker for me. When they said allegedly, oh no, it ain't alleged, I did it. They take him downtown, they take him to the police station, and we at where we at now. He got this $1 million bond, which I say is crazy. Even like Yellow Beezy just bonded out on the $750,000. So I mean, you know, it's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. I can't control they bonding process down in Texas. But the truth of the matter is, Carmelo Anthony is not a victim. Carmelo Anthony is not a victim. And like I said, just out of the simple fact, I'd have coached and I've seen little YNs and YBs do the same shit at a game. They gonna sit where they want to sit. They gonna act how they want to act and dare you to say something to them. I know this. I know this. I'm not no fool. Folks trying to hit me with his GPA, where he stayed. Like, that don't stop you from being a criminal. That don't stop you from committing a crime because you got a 3.5, 3.7 GPA. That don't stop you from committing a crime because you stay in the uppity neighborhood. That don't stop you from committing a crime. It don't. Miss me with that shit. Miss me with that shit. If you with the shit, you with the shit. Financial status. Regardless of how smart you is. If you with the shit, you with the shit. I have said over and over again, I have been with the shit. So I know when I hear an individual that's with the shit, I call it out. Carmelo Anthony is with the shit. Because first and foremost, I go outside with my pistol every motherfucking day. Every day. Every time I leave my house, I'm outside with that fire. And I don't plan on using that motherfucker unless it's to defend me and my family. I'm not going around plopping my 225-pound ass in folks shit and telling them, try me. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Now, if I sit down in somebody's shit that I don't supposed to sit down in, they say, hey, bro, you know, this reserved for so-and-so, could you move? Oh, shit, yeah, no problem. Simple as that. No problem. I get up. No problem. Simple as that. You mean to tell me that you was so wet, tired, whatever the case may be, you couldn't leave them folks' tent? When they asked you to leave these folks' tent, you mean to tell me you couldn't get up and leave Austin Metcalf tent and go somewhere else, knowing you ain't supposed to be up under that tent, and they asked you to move? And you're gonna tell me he's playing self-defense? I don't believe you. I can't believe you. I can't believe you. But because I know how these YNs act, I believe he was over there starting some shit. Because I see him do it. I seen him when my daughter was going to high school. I seen him while my son been in high school. I seen him in the summertime when I was coaching AAU. They do that little dumbass shit, feel like ain't nobody touch them until somebody touch them, and then they pull out the pistol and get to shooting at motherfuckers, and then they swear up and down, hey, I was acting in self-defense, while simultaneously instigating a fight. Simultaneously telling the people you're shooting at, I told you not to shoot it. I told you not to touch me because I was going to shoot at you. Now I'm shooting at you and I might hit you and the worst might happen. I'm going to claim it's self-defense because I told you not to touch me. But at the same time, I'm telling you, don't touch me or I'm going to do something. What part of self-defense is that? For those that know, if Raj Will, if you still in here, you know the Ricky Floyd situation. You seen the footage. For those that don't know, Ricky Floyd was a prominent pastor in my city. And he got deleted by a woman. Now, this is what his congregation wants y'all to believe. That they got into it over gender roles. I'm from South Memphis, where all that happened. Why am I arguing with a random woman at a bar, a hood bar, not a fancy bar, a hole in the wall in South Memphis? Why the hell am I arguing with a random woman in this hole in the wall club about gender roles at 1 o'clock in the morning? Now, for y'all that want to believe that what it was, I'm gonna let y'all believe that. But a nigga like me, I'm knowing. That was your side piece, wasn't it, Ricky Floyd? That was your little John, wasn't it, Ricky Floyd? And if you see the camera footage from her phone, Ricky Floyd was in his truck, getting ready to pull out. Ricky Floyd was in his truck, getting ready to leave the premises. He puts the truck in park, gets out the truck, and approaches the woman. And she's telling him, bruh, back up. As only so many times I'm going to tell you to back up before I let one go. Now, the camera footage, it went crazy, woo, but Ricky Floyd ended up with a hot one. Little mama got arrested, she got released, and her claim is self-defense. Now, I saw footage of Ricky Floyd, the prominent preacher in my city, stop his truck to confront this woman. And she's telling this man, Hey, bro, back the fuck up before you catch one. He caught one. I can sit there and say, from what I saw off the camera footage, that's self-defense. That's self-defense. Now, what y'all want to do is say he was bullied. I can't bully somebody that's instigating. If I'm bullying you, that means I'm in your personal space picking on you. That's bullying. I'm saying some things, I'm doing some things to pick on you. That's me bullying. You up under my tent telling me don't touch you or it's gonna be a problem. That's not bullying. That's you starting some shit. And then you want to use your instigating ass, your 3.5 blade that you stuck in Austin Metcalf chest, and say self-defense. And shout out to Cellulite Podcast. Shout out to This Might Be Risky. Shout out to everybody that's going over the police report and going over the statements. Because the statements by itself is incriminating to one Carmelo Anthony. Just for the simple fact you had enough time to go into your backpack and find the knife and stick it in Austin Metcalf's chest. That was logic. That was you using your head because you knew you had that knife. That wasn't no impulse. Mind you, you're a football player. Mind you, you're a football player. It's safety. You have to cover receivers and you have to get running backs. You already know. You know how to play your position. Or else you won't be playing the position. I don't know if he was starter or not, but I heard that he was a D1 prospect. So apparently he's pretty good. Playing football is not as physical as one would think. Yeah, there's a lot of physicality to it, but it's a mental game too. I play defense. I got to stop you. I got to be able to predict what the hell you finna do when y'all got the ball and stop. I got to go over footage every week of an upcoming game to see how y'all play so I can stop it. And you got a 3.5, 3.7 GPA. So that let me know you retain information quite well. To a high B, damn near A average. You're real good at retaining information. So that let me know you're not slow. You're kind of smart. And you mean to tell me, with all this going in Carmelo Anthony's favor, he was impulsive. He had to hurry up and go find the knife that he knew was in his backpack. That's the story y'all want to tell me. Like, no, he knew what he was doing. He literally picked a fight just so he could do what he wanted to do and say self-defense. Now, why you pick that fight with that particular team? I don't know. Maybe they beat y'all in football. Maybe they beat y'all in basketball. Maybe they were kicking y'all ass in baseball or track or whatever other sport. Maybe it was some ongoing beef between you and Austin Metcalf on Instagram or some shit like that. I don't know. But what I do know is you had enough time to think about what your next move was going to be. And that was the move you came up with, is to stab Austin Metcalf in his chest. And then claim self-defense while numerous people said, out of your own mouth, touch me and see what happens. While you're on somebody else's shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the smartest man walking the face of the earth. I know that. and I'm not the dumbest either. Through my 45 years of living, through at least 12 years of coaching. No, I ain't gonna say 12. Oh, he was the third. About 7 years. And 7 years of coaching, 45 years of living, and dealing with the YNs I've been dealing with for the past 8-9 years. You mean to tell me, after all that's in statements, in the police report, you mean to tell me after all that, it was self-defense? That's what y'all gonna tell me, is that he said in somebody else shit, told them that they weren't gonna move him, and if they tried to move, it was gonna be a motherfucking problem, and somebody tried to get him up under the tent, and you mean to tell me he had enough wherewithal to reach in his backpack and grab the knife, stab the boy, and run, and then when he get caught, go into admissions of guilt? You try to make sure what happened was self-defense. That's your claim. It's self-defense. You trying to make sure that it's self-defense. You so motherfucking smart though. You so smart, so intelligent, that you have to question, was your action self-defense? If you were defending yourself, you were defending yourself. You knew what you were doing. The Ricky Floyd case, Shawty was defending herself because she didn't know what Ricky Floyd was finna do. In this case right here, you're trying to make sure it was self-defense. If I'm defending myself, I ain't trying to double check to make sure I'm defending myself. I know I'm defending myself. I've been around. I'm gonna sit there and whatever happened, like I know what happened. Why would I leave if I know what happened? I know that I was getting picked on, I was getting bullied, and this was what happened. No. You're using that as a way to get your shit off. You're using that as a way to get your shit off. For whatever reason, you mad at the word. I don't know why you did what you did. But in my eyes, in my personal opinion, and I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But in my personal opinion of what I done seen, bro, you started that shit. You started that shit. I've seen it too many times in the past 8-9 years of you little niggas starting shit with folks and then want to claim self-defense. That's one of the problems we have as a society, not only in Tennessee, not only in Texas, across the United States, where we want to coddle the criminal and say the victim had it coming. We have a problem of wanting to make sure the bad guy is safe and secure while the victim had it coming. That's basically where we at now. It's like y'all want to make sure Carmelo Anthony get treated with kid gloves and say Austin Metcalf damn near had it coming for picking on him. And all the details in these reports and these witness statements and shit like that, y'all willing to throw that shit out the window. You don't want to pay that shit no mind, just so we can say Carmelo Anthony was defending himself. If the shoe was on the other foot and Austin Metcalf had stabbed Carmelo Anthony under the same conditions, I would say Austin Metcalf need to be locked up too. I don't look at certain situations as race. I look at certain situations as opportunities that get opportunity. and didn't give a fuck about the consequence. In this case, Carmelo Anthony had the opportunity to do some dumb shit. And he took the opportunity. And self-defense is his way of getting away with murder. Pun not intended. He saw an opportunity to do some dirt, and he took advantage of it, and he already had his alibi. Wait, self-defense. But all the shit leading up to your self-defense claim is telling me you started that shit on purpose. Just so you can claim self-defense. I've seen it happen too many times. I've seen it happen on the news too many times where a young boy, young girl doing all type of dumbass shit. And they get caught. They get deleted. And the first person that run to the rescue is a family member. Oh, my baby don't do this. Oh, my baby don't do that. You know your baby do that dumbass shit. It was a dude, it was a little young nigga not too long ago, stole somebody's car. Stole somebody's car. And the police gunned him down. The lady, the mama, get on the news and say, why? This is the funny part. She gonna say, why did the owner of the car have to call the police on my son? Why did the owner of the car call the police on my son? Ma'am, your son stole my car and he didn't want to pull over. Your son wanted to go out in a blaze of glory for stealing my car. And you want to ask me, the owner of the car that your son stole, why I call the police on your son? Ma'am, your son stole my car. Not too long ago. Now, Arkansas and Mississippi, I think both of them, but I know Arkansas for sure. They telling motherfuckers, if you come through Arkansas balling, and we tell you to pull over, you don't want to pull over, pick maneuver. Pick maneuver. And I guess motherfuckers in Memphis thought Arkansas was playing because it's been 2 cases. Motherfuckers leaving out of Memphis, going through Arkansas, and Arkansas already said, if you come through here with the shit, if we tell you pull over and you don't pull over, pit maneuver. And in 2 separate cases, they did this shit. And in both cases, somebody got deleted. And they want to blame Arkansas for doing it. No, we told you what it was when you came through here. You don't want to follow the rules. So we got to do what we got to do for a criminal. You want to complain about Arkansas police, sheriffs, or whatever the case may be. You want to complain about the action they took to pull your ass over. Well, all that could have been avoided if you just pulled your ass over. But you can't because you got warrants. You can't because you got warrants. And you got to go out the best way you can go out. You ain't trying to go back to jail. But Arkansas said, pull your ass over or we're going to ram your ass into the damn ditch. Choice on you. That's all this shit really is motherfuckers want to coddle the bad guy. Because the bad guy look like them. And I know motherfuckers gonna say, well, the white folk do it too. I know they do it. I know they do it. And like I said, it ain't a color thing. I'm not looking at it from the race angle. I'm looking at it from the simple fact that the motherfucker started some shit. He saw an opportunity to start some shit and he started some shit. And he already had his alibi in hand for self-defense after he initiated the fight, instigated the fight. Self-defense. Regardless of what I did, it's self-defense. Regardless of what I said, it's still self-defense. And y'all eating that shit up. Y'all eating that shit up. Me? I know better. I know better. I'm not going to sit up here and defend my own son for doing no dumb shit and then say it wasn't his fault. I'm not going to do my own son or daughter like that and for them to start shit with somebody and say I would defend myself when I know you started the shit. How that work? How that work? Now, all we can do as a community, as we watch day by day, only thing we can do is hear more information come out. I might be right. I might be wrong. I might be somewhere in the middle. But until I get more information to change how I look at this situation, bruh did. It wasn't self-defense. It wasn't self-defense. Now, you want to lower the bond, son, so he can get out? Okay, lower the bond. I ain't got no problem with it. Now, what you gonna charge him with? Hey, what you can prove. I've been on a jury before. I've been on a jury before on a 3-4 day trial on some manslaughter. I know what that's like, sitting in that jury room and getting the information that's handed to me, and I have to make a decision off the information that's giving. So that's one of the things when they pick jurors is that they want people that's straight up and down. They won't lean one way or the other. That's why when I sit here and tell people that I don't care for one way or the other because both parties do that shit, I mean that shit. You're not going to sway me one way or the other because of gender, because of skin color, because of financial status and all that type of shit. No, you can't sway me like that. Give me the information. Give me the evidence. Give me what y'all got so I can make my decision then. I'm not going to make my decision because this young man is the same color as me. And I want to make sure he don't go to jail. I'm not going to do that shit. I'm not going to just sit here and say the boy should be out self-defense. He shouldn't do no time. No, because how I'm looking at that shit, bro, did that shit. And it wasn't self-defense. But like I said, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I'd be glad to apologize to Carmelo Anthony and his family for putting something on that don't belong. I'll apologize. But until you can prove to me that what I'm saying is totally off base, it is what it is. And I'm going to keep on believing it until I see something different. It is what it is. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, now that I done got that Carmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf situation out of my system, like I said, I wasn't even going to talk about this shit. It's a lot of shit I don't talk about because I'm already knowing there's going to be so many different angles to certain situations is that everybody going to want to say what they got to say and everybody just, it is what it is. So I got to have my system. Oh, hold up. What's going on? What's going on? Now, let me Let me do some shit. And let me post this at the top of the screen. Okay. Now, as promised, I dropped the link for this part of the conversation. And if you want to jump up here and, give me your thoughts and feelings and opinions about this conversation, by all means, hit the link and I'll bring you up. Do men control what women wear? I took a poll on this, and a lot of people didn't vote, but the ones that did vote said no. And I'm sorry to tell women this, and trust me, it's not a He-Man woman hating club type of thing. It ain't no misogynistic type of thing. It ain't that. But the answer to that question is, yeah, men do control what women wear. And then before y'all come up here and want to hang me to the cross, burn me at the stake, or whatever the case may be, just hear me out. And like I said, the link at the top of the chat. You want to hit the link, go ahead. We can chop it up. But the truth of the matter is, yes, men do control what women wear. And I had to make sure I covered bases before I asked that question. So we all know, well, we should know by now, that is certain countries that literally say a man can tell a woman what to wear and how to act and all that good shit right there. You know what I'm saying? North Africa and the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Yemen, places like that, Libya. Them men literally can tell women what to do, what to wear, how to act, and all that type of shit right there. It is what it is. Don't y'all glad we live in the good old US of A? Where a man literally can't tell you what to put on when you go outside, when you go to the club, when you go to the restaurant, when you go to a sporting event, when you go to bed. Ain't you glad you stay in the United States of America where you had that freedom, that liberty to wear what the fuck you want to wear without a man trying to tell you what to wear, no matter how hard they fight, no matter how much they bitch and complain about the clothes you got on, showing your ass, showing your titties. No matter what, you can wear what the fuck you want to wear. That's one of the great things about staying in the United States of America. You got freedom. Well, I guess you got freedom, depending on what you're talking about. But it's countries in the world that tell men, it's like, hey, that's your property. You can tell her what to do, what to wear, how to act, all that good shit. That's why so many men over here wish that we moved like Saudi Arabia or Iran. That's why so many men be on these panels complaining about how women act because they want to control it. Because of folks in the Middle East. They want to control it like they control it. Cool. What else? Then we should know it's religions that also tell men you got full dominion over your woman. Judaism, Islam, and the kicker, Christianity. Oh, yes. If you are avid Christian, avid Bible reader, you read that jump from front to back and up and down, whatever the case may be, in the Bible, the Holy Bible, the King James Version or the NIV, whatever version you got, somewhere in that Bible, it tells you that you're supposed to fall under the dominion of your man. What would they be saying? God, man, woman, child. Yes. You're supposed to fall in line according to the Bible. God, man, woman, child. If you a Christian like you claim to be. Now, I grew up where I grew up, and my mama told me, hey, you ain't got to believe in the Bible if you don't want to believe in the Bible. I said, okay, cool. I had questions about the Bible. And when I bring them questions out, people look at me like I'm the devil. I'm like, hey, I don't give a damn. Ask them a question. Ask a question. And I realized that they can't answer the question. They just believe in the faith. You just got to have faith. You just got to have hope. I'm like, all right, and you still ain't answer the question. But that's neither here nor there. If you're an avid Christian, avid Bible reader, reciting scriptures every day, praying every morning, every night, you want to live your life by the good book. According to that good book, your man is supposed to be able to tell you what to wear. Your man is supposed to be able to tell you how to act. I'm just going off what I'm Googling, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a religious dude. I'm not a religious dude. Like I said, all of them tell the same story. They just got different heroes and the same bad guys. So I'm not a religious dude. I believe in a higher spirit, but even with that, I don't know. What I believe in don't have a face, don't have a skin color. I just believe in it. I believe something created everything. I don't know what something look like. But if you believe in Christianity, like a lot of y'all say y'all do, both men and women, because I know the men be pushing it. If you a woman that believe in the Bible like you say you believe in the Bible, then guess what? Your man has authority to tell you what to do. Call it what you want to call it. Your man has the authority to tell you what to do. In the name of God. That's the caveat. In the name of the good Lord. He ain't supposed to be randomly trying to tell every woman how to move and what to dress and how to act. No, he's supposed to tell your woman how to move and how to dress and how to act. And that's if you believe in God, man, woman, child. So we got religion, we got countries. And this is for all my women in the West right now that want to put up the argument with me. And y'all would never think of this angle. And this is the checkmate. Men do control what you wear because the majority of fashion designers, the majority of fashion execs are men. I'm going to say that again. The majority of fashion designers, women's fashion designers, the majority of women fashion execs are men. So that means that when you go shopping at City Trends, when you shopping at Rainbow, when you shopping at the damn Louis store, chances are a man put together that marketing plan, a man put together that sales pitch, a man put together that design for that dress you want to wear, that blouse you put on. Shit, y'all like Red Bottoms and Christian LeBounty is a man. Steve Madden's. Remember when they were hot? That's a man. A lot of the shit y'all wear, men created it. And this ain't on my man shit. This is on my real shit. A lot of shit y'all wear, a man damn near created it. From the top to the bottom. The hair, the makeup, the yoga pants, the halter tops, the 6-inch heels, the bracelets, the watches, the earrings, the car, the house. Yeah. Men do control y'all. Men do control y'all. And like I said, this ain't no manosphere talking point. This is just me being real. Now, you do have some women that's major forces in the fashion industry. Rihanna, for one. We all know Rihanna became a billionaire off of Fenty. Much love to Rihanna. Much respect to Rihanna. And there's several other women that's in high power positions. I think it's a female that runs Hermes. I think it's a female that runs Saint Laurent. Vera Wang. It's some female that's in the power positions. It's a lot of females that's going to school to be fashion designers and fashion execs. It ain't that many men going to fashion design school. It ain't that many. But the problem is that when they get out of school, the men that do get out of school, that's been in fashion, they'll probably get a job before the women. The women that are in these executive positions, going to school and get all this education to be in a fashion executive, chances are they're going to get that position to a man. That's not me hating. That's me being honest. That's me telling the truth. Men run y'all. Men run y'all. And like I said, this is me being so for real right now. Damn near everything y'all take advantage of, a man damn near created it. Damn near everything y'all have y'all hands in, a man damn near created it for you to have your hands in. So much respect to the men that create shit. Much respect to the men that create the environments and the fantasies for the women. I, for one, am one of them. I know I have created plenty of fantasies for women. Just talking shit. So congratulations to the men that go in the lab and sit at them tables and sketch and all that right there. My good friend Kasim, he's in fashion. And I know if he ever came, and I know we had this conversation. I asked him, like, how many designers you got are men and how many you got are women? He gonna give me his answer. I might be right, I might be wrong. But I guarantee there's gonna be some men up in his building that can have something to do with the design of certain outfits. That set up fashion shows. That can make decisions. I'm sure of it. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm sure it's a number. It might be more than 50%, might be less than 50%. So I'm gonna say 50% right now for the sake of arguing. But the truth of the matter is, men do run y'all. The ones that create the shit for y'all to do what y'all do, they run y'all. The niggas that able to get women through words and all that type of shit, they run y'all. The ones that have a certain look about themselves, that no matter what, they always gonna get a female, they run y'all. The ones that have a certain bank account, they run y'all. The ones that got that kind ding-a-ling, they run y'all. Because all we doing is giving y'all what y'all want to make y'all feel so good about your motherfucking self, whether it's mentally, emotionally, financially, physically. We're giving y'all what y'all want to feel good. For you to be the strong woman you want to be. Now you know who mad? It's the niggas that ain't trying to do that. That's who mad. And I have said this several times before. That the niggas that's mad, they not mad at the women. They actually like y'all. They're not mad at y'all. They mad at niggas like me. They mad at niggas that can get a woman with little to no effort. They mad at the men that create the clothes that these women wear that show off their body. They mad at the men that created the platforms for women to show off their body and talk their shit. Men created the curriculums that these women follow and get their PhDs in for them to talk shit. Men created the cars that they drive and the houses that they live in, the appliances that they use. Yeah. Men created the damn food at the restaurants they go to. Majority of the men, the head chef is men at these 5-star restaurants that these women want to go to. This ain't hate. This not me standing on no soapbox trying to say I'm better than a woman. I run women. No. It ain't that. When you sit down and literally think about what I'm saying, as a woman, go in your closet right now. Start playing with your clothes. Look at the designers. Do your research. Regardless of where you got that dress from, regardless of where you got them shoes from, regardless of where you got that jewelry from, do your research. Do your research, and I guarantee the majority of the shit in your house, in your closet, in your garage, in your refrigerator, I guarantee, without a shadow of a doubt, a man had something to do with this shit. And you bought it. And you wear it. And you eat it. And you drive it. And you stay in it. You sleep on it. I guarantee, just off that angle alone, in the West, in the United States of America, the majority of shit that women depend on, a man created it. So therefore, when I say, and I ask this question, do men control what women wear? Tell me no. Tell me no. Tell me no, and then do what I just told you to do. Go inside your house and look at shit. Toothpaste, deodorant, mouthwash, toothbrush, toilet, bedspread, TV, platforms you use, shit, the toys you use in the bedroom, the food you eat, the appliances you use, the couch you got in the house, the car you drive, the house you stay in. In some shape, form, or fashion, a man got your motherfucking ass. A man got you. You talk shit to them niggas that don't have no say so. You talk to them niggas that trying to figure out. When you talk shit to a nigga like me, I laugh. Because I'm like, man, all I gotta do is say the right shit at the right time. You're gonna eat that shit up. That been my claim to fame for the longest. There's niggas right now that all they gotta do is put on a muscle shirt. They got you. These niggas right now, all they gotta do is throw their wallet out on the fucking table and tell you pick a card. They got you. They got you. Now, how long they got you, that's up to you. It's up to the man too. But a nigga got you. And the ones that complain is the ones that don't know how to get you. They know. It's just beneath them to go to the tactics that niggas do. But sure shit stink. If they found the way to control a woman through clothes or through money, through dick, they'll do it. They'll do it in a heartbeat. That's like the other night, a couple nights ago, it just happened. I was watching Big Bang Theory where Raj and old boy that ran the comic book store. It was Valentine's Day. They ain't have no dates. So they decided to have a little get together at the comic book store. And they happened to get together Valentine's Day night, and a little chick walked in, and her and Raj got the rapping and shit like that. And Raj talking about, let's go get some coffee. She said, cool. And as they got to walking out the store, Raj gonna say, later, bitches. All it takes is for one nigga to find a way to get a female, and he gonna turn his back on y'all. And he gonna do the exact same shit that the Chads and Brads do, the Pookies and Ray Ray, the high value nigga, the simps, whatever the case may be, from bottom to the top. Once one of these niggas realize how to get a woman by just doing some shit, they're gonna do it. And they ain't gonna feel sorry for you niggas. They can't do it. They done finally hit the jackpot. They done finally got in the door. You think they finna turn back? No. That's dumb. That's stupid. They're not gonna turn back. Why would they? Y'all gotta hold on for a minute. For real, Cole. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, this ain't no female hating shit, female bashing shit. I love women. I have a lot of respect for women. It's just me being honest. That's it. All you have to do as a woman to look around you and tell me, did a man make that or not? He has control over you. And I always say, the men that hate the most don't know how to control you. Don't know what to do to get you to fall under some type of spell. That's it. The men hate the men that create the fantasies for the women. The men hate the men that create the wigs and the weaves and the makeup. Shit, men created the plastic surgeries, the BBLs and the boob jobs and the nose jobs and the lipo. Men created that shit. Men created that shit. So men are mad at the men that create the shit that women indulge in. They're not mad at the women. They're not mad at the women. When you hear them talking about in high school, the cool kid, the star athlete, the dude with all the swag, the dude with the money, just in high school. They mad at the dude that got everything. They not mad at the women. They mad at the dude that got the ability to get the women. That's it. That's it. And once these niggas get that hating ass shit out their blood and find out a way to do something to make a woman fall in love with them, at least for the night, they're gonna be forever mad. They're gonna be forever mad. Why do you think I talk the shit I talk? Because I always sit there and tell them, I'll get another female. That's not a problem for me. And I tell them, motherfucker, I ain't no 6-figure nigga. But I know how to get what I want out of a female. Even if they know I'm with the shit. They still like what the fuck I say. And it is what it is. So ladies, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. It is what it is. I just had to get that out. Oh look. I ain't got my glasses, so I gotta. That's what I'm saying, Cole. That's what I be trying. That's what I be trying to tell niggas. Period. Like, bro, y'all niggas make shit harder than what it really is when it come down to dealing with women. Niggas make shit harder than what all you gotta do is give them a fantasy. Feed them some shit. Feed them something. Give them something to make themselves feel good. They female empowerment. That's it. Like I always say when we talk about OnlyFans, it's like OnlyFans was created by a man. When Pimp C said pimping ain't dead, he just went to the internet, that's what he meant. They created the platforms for women to make the money without the pimp. The pimp is OnlyFans. The pimp is TikTok. The pimp is Instagram, Facebook. That's the new pimps. And they ain't had to do too much. They ain't had to beat them. They ain't had to call them bitches or hoes. All they had to do was give them an opportunity to express themselves. And if you know, like I know, it's a difference between Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter. You know it's a difference between the two of them. If you watch what I watch, you know it's a difference. And both of them give women the platform to do what they do. So unapologetic with this shit. So unapologetic. And it is what it is. But I'm not the messenger. Don't shoot me. I'm just giving you the message. I'm just giving you the message. So like I said, next time y'all want to sit there and say men don't control what you wear, look in your closet. Look in your closet and tell me which one of them items in your closet was created by a woman. The majority of shit in your closet, man had something to do with it. All y'all ain't got Fenty. I know that for a fact. All y'all ain't got Fenty. All y'all ain't got no Birkin. I'm just being honest. Some of y'all still got Coach purses. I think Coach was a man. A Louis V is a man. Oh, I crack myself up sometimes. But anyway, I'm finna get up off here. I gave y'all an hour of my time, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to drag along, you know what I'm saying? I guess ain't nobody gonna hit the panel, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk about this when you got to talk about it. But I said what I said. And it is what it is. Anyway, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm trying to find some good music to get up out of here with. So just bear with me. So anyway, I'll holler at y'all good people later.
Love it is double or nothing. You ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know Oliver does it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Mega, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', beat the medallion. Pour your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she sticking it out. Putting it in, she sticking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole. Just like a golfer, if you ain't leeching, what can you offer? Niggas ain't got it, they just be talkers. Niggas ain't got it, they just be talkers. They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Best if you don't listen.
All this shit on me, I'm making her wet. It's double line, they know we the set. They know we up next, that's why they upset. Diamonds on me, and you know it's baguettes. Ballin' so hot, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you getting left. Can't live in the past, ain't got no regrets. Ain't looking for love, just want me some sex. Like it or love it, still gotta respect it. How you in first, but you coming in second. They watching your next, so you gotta protect it. Running it up and we breaking the records. You gave us your last, you should've just kept it. Eyes on me as soon as I step in the eye on me. You know what I'm reppin', it's eyes so yeah, you know what we dressing. Our blessings is coming, they know that we destined. Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget, send us the budget. She wanna second, my hands on her weed, she tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us, don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges.
Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know Oliver does it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it.
She want me to touch her, I'm making her cream. Like she a Russian, she for the team. She bring her cousins, I'm bringing my brothers. Now it's the scene and we all for being.
Like it or love it, I had to just dub it. Ain't no in between, no in between. She for the streets, feeling so geek. She for the streets, feeling so geek.
Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget, send us the budget. She wanna second, my hands on her weed, she tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges, no.